Only a few days left to the UK General Elections Day, on Thursday, 4th of July, when the British electorate will decide how we will be governed next. And it looks like the Tories are going to be wiped out, which spurs the question, how did they manage to squander a landslide victory with a majority of 80 seats? How did they squander a net gain of 48 seats on 43.6% of the popular vote, the highest percentage for any party since the 1979 general elections? How did they turn that majority into the situation they're in now? The possibility of not just losing the elections, but being relegated to the third place. Well, there must be many reasons, and I would like to hear your views too. Please let me know your reasons by writing in the comment section. But for me, the biggest reason is because they ignored the majority of the real people who voted them in. And instead of committing themselves to the mandate that the electorate had given them, they went woke. And when you go woke, you go broke. They betrayed the people who voted for them. The Tory leadership constantly tried to appeal to those who would never vote for them and instead alienated the people who voted them in, people like me and you. This is the mistake that many politicians seem to be making these days. They think social media like Twitter are the electorate. Instead of listening to the electorate, they get boxed into these social media echo chambers. These echo chambers are often manned by hostile states, like what you see in this leaked footage of a Chinese bot farm. Each one of these screens you see is a fake social media account manned by agents to boost engagement, spread disinformation, create echo chambers, and to push the woke agenda. So what lies ahead? What can we do? If we believe the polls, we will have a Labour landslide. Things will get even worse than now. The Labour leadership is displaying a less extreme shop window dressing for now, but the extremists in the Labour Party will seize the moment if we have a Labour government, have no doubt. Britain will become more woke, extremists will flourish even more and further entrench themselves in the institutions. So what should the patriots do on Thursday, 4th of July? Well, for a start, no one should stay home on 4th of July. In each constituency, wherever you are, choose and vote for the most patriotic candidate. Don't let the opinion polls influence you. They have been wrong before and they can be wrong again. Personally, I've chosen to elect Hamish Haddow, who represents the Reform Party in my constituency. I'll leave you a link to his bio in the description. Hamish has a vision to leave this country in a better state than when his grandparents left it. Away from the extremists, a country where you feel safe and talents and hard work flourish. Hamish always supported the Tories. His father was a local councillor, but like the rest of us who voted Tory, he feels betrayed. The Tories do not represent the patriotic and conservative values anymore. Margaret Thatcher would turn in her grave if she saw how the Tories have been running the country in the last decade. And whatever happens on 4th of July, don't lose heart. As Václav Havel said, truth and love will in the end win over lies and hatred. The rest of Europe has had enough of woke politics, the futile net zero policy and allowing extremists to impose their way of life on the rest of us. And Britain will go that way too eventually. Don't forget to let me know what you think. I do read all the comments.